IELTS academic reading, The Gangs Behind Bars, Prison Gangs. Part 1. Prison gangs are flourishing across the country, organized, stealthy, and deadly. They are reaching out from their cells to organize and control crime in America's streets. Prison gangs are flourishing from California to Massachusetts. In 1996, the Federal Bureau of Prisons found that prison disturbances soared by about 400% in the early 90s, which authorities say indicated that gangs were becoming more active. In states such as Illinois, as much as 60% of the prison population belong to gangs, Godwin says. The Florida DC has identified 240 street gangs operating in their prisons. Street gangs, as opposed to gangs originating in prisons, are emerging as a larger problem on the East Coast. Of the 143,000 inmates Texas houses in state pens, 5,000 have been identified as gang members, and another 10,000 are under suspicion. Texas prison gang expert Sammy Buentello says the state's prisons are not infested with gangs, but those that have set up shop are highly organized. They have a paramilitary type structure, he says. A majority of the people that come in have had experience with street gang membership and have been brought up in that environment, accepting it as the norm, but some join for survival. After James Byrd Jr. was dragged to death in Jasper last June, rumors spread throughout Texas linking two of the suspected assailants to racially charged prison gangs. While authorities and inmates dismiss these rumors, the Jasper murder occurred only weeks after a San Antonio grand jury indicted 16 members of the Mexican Mafia, one of the state's largest and most lethal prison gangs, for ordering the deaths of 5 people in San Antonio from within prison walls. Thank you for listening to my reading of part 1 of The Gangs Behind Bars, Prison Gangs. Join me soon for part 2 of this reading.